good control if you're joining the fight slightly later on. If you get initiated on by this Doom, Sven, you're gonna die unless there's gonna be swap coming out. They definitely need to swap out the Doom target. So positioning from Insania is gonna be the key, and we already know that, you know, Insania on some of these saving supports, his positioning is top tier. Nisha gonna scout things out in the mid lane. They already placed down observer ward. Pinging the other side. Oh, there's been a huge nerf, like indirect nerf to Wind Ranger, because the item that she wanted to buy was Road of Atos, with build-up was 2 crowns, since you're being Universal Hero, that gives you a ton of damage. But ever since the changes to Road of Atos, the build-up, like you don't want to buy Vitality Booster. I've seen Wind Rangers picking up Power Treads, some going for Dragonlance, some going for Maelstrom, and then scaling, getting Aghanim Scepter. I think Lincoln Sphere in this one is going to be the key, playing against Doom, playing against Grimstroke Sven, so you can't get initiated on.
Taking a look at the game so far, as they were trying to get a D ward here in the mid lane, but they placed that sentry off to the other side. They know where it is now. They've pinged it out. And they also have a sentry that sees the obs of EG down in the bottom area of the map, so they might be getting 2 obs out of here immediately. But we'll see how they progress. Is going to be 2 bounty runes apiece. Nothing really doing before that, and you can see Boxy coming over with Nisha just to secure this D ward.
In the end, they're going to swap things around. Have Whisper play Phoenix. He's really mean. Whisper is like one of the best offlaners in the world. He's like super stable. He's been stable for years in terms of his gameplay. I think, like, for me, he is the best South American player because he's just like that good. He can play anything, and we're gonna see Phoenix again. They did play Phoenix once so far in the group stage, and he did extremely well. Matthew, this is gonna be a fire lane. They wanna, but you're playing against Liquid.
Whisper, yeah. Dousing the fire, extinguishing it out. Insania gets first blood. Matthew looking for a trade, not going to get it. And immediately, just with the minus armor, the Wave of Terror, the early Chaos Bolt, they were going to shut down Whisper in the lane early.
Power of Nature's Prophet, getting that early ward.
They're going
setting
again.
Things up.
They want Matthew. I mean, look at the damage that they put on. And it's not like these spells have these ridiculous cooldowns, and level 2 is going to come around. They're going to have another stun to go with it. This is dangerous for EG. See if they go again, because Insania, he's still just level 1, but a creep or 2, and he'll have that magic missile to throw.
Matthew needs to be careful. He's very low. What is he bringing? Healing Salve, another Blood Grenade. They do have a lot of minus armor in this lane. Not so much early on, because CK wants to put another in his Chaos Strike.
Well, that's not going to stop Zion.
He's going to dive.
Kill. Whoa, already 2
Box
kills.
Is going in again. Box is thinking about maybe picking up the water rune, so C-Smile can't refill it. He wants to see where Nisha's going, or maybe TP top and try to set things up on Matthew again.
Insania's just going to run him down. If there's a TP, I mean, the help is potentially not needed, as Insania is just going to get a kill here onto the Doom, and it's already 3 kills for the side of Liquid and a 1,000 net worth lead.
And there it is, Boxy.
Out of control.
He was thinking where he wants to go. Do they want to kill Matthew? And I assume Matthew TP's mid refills bottle for C-Smile, because he just got his rune snatched by Boxy, and Boxy's back to the bottom lane again. This also leaves some solo XP for a short period of time for Bristleback, so Zai managed to get to level 3, and I could see them playing aggressively, but you also want to get to your Vanguard timing, then Sven can't really hurt you in the lane.
So already at a pretty significant deficit. I mean, this is 3 minutes in. It's a 1k net worth lead. They control both Lotus pools, so they're going to get that advantage there of the heal. Mickey, though, losing his courier to Matthew, who's in deep once again. He's also going to pick up a bounty rune, so doing whatever necessary. And Matthew, with that Treant Protector last game, was really trying to do everything that he could to save the game for
Boxy bottom. They're playing super aggressive. Inkswell should be enough to kill him.
Pakaz getting that kill, a little bit too big for his britches, as they get the kill on a Boxy, and as well as Pakaz getting at least something on the board for Evil Geniuses.
Insania, he's really feeling himself. Double bracer on Vengeful Spirit. He has 83 damage. He might have the most damage in the game right now.
Matthew's dead. Icarus dive, but the Chaos Bolt's there. After the dive, the Blood Grenade, Whisper, one more, and it's with the Wave of Terror. They get both kills in the top lane.
Get handed, Midas. Just kidding. I mean, he has Boots of Speed, Double Bracer, Fairy Fire. Universal Hero, by the way. Really enjoying it. Look at him. Like, they're going to come back to a lane. He has also Lotus, the one that you mentioned, and there's... Lanes are falling apart. The mid lane is also not doing too hot because of that rune that they managed to steal from C-Smile.
Right.
Queen of Pain really relies on runes to be able to play active. Constant harassment. Nisha, level 5.5. C-Smile about to crack level 5, so big difference in the XP.
Not only that, he's holding onto a water rune and 2 charges on that bottle, so he's ready to just kind of have the sustain here and force C-Smile, who's got an empty bottle himself, out of the lane. It's a rough position to be in. You could see Nisha, well, they're on the power shot. Maybe Boxy comes in, Sprout go and get the kill. And he's up on the high ground. That's exactly what Boxy wants, but high ground maybe not the right positioning for it. Turns off the Watcher.
Even Insania is making a move towards the mid lane. Box is going to pull off the creep wave. Yeah, there's Catapult coming. So this is going to be some big damage onto it. Let's see if C-Smile manages to drag the creep wave off his own. Nisha probably thinking about going in. There's still Fairy Fire and Magic Wand available. Power Shot misses. So Box is going to drag the creep wave back towards the mid lane.
Top lane again. Matthew taking a lot of damage. Insania still here. He's got a Wave of Terror in 2 seconds. Matthew, one more shot till he's dead. Pops a salve, but Wave of Terror off cooldown thrown at Matthew to get another kill. And it's 6-1. Panda even shows up top, but there's not much he can do here. And now you're just kind of leaving Pakaz to his own accord over bottom.
We said that Insania, he really shines on these saving heroes, but he's the one dealing damage 5-0-0, 5 minutes into the game on Vengeful Spirit. This has to be the best start you can ask for.
Embrace, Ink Swell, Sunray. Insania, he's got to save his carry. They've got a Sprout, but Whisper's going to burn right over it. However, he's going to lose his life in doing so. Mickey survives. The Phantom's Embrace runs out, thrown back over onto the Chaos Knight. Mickey, though, slaps it off, and Panda going to lose his life as Boxy's got a double kill. Insania,
it's the snowball effect. I could see Team Liquid also going in, trying to steal enemy XP runes because they put so much pressure in the top lane, means that the bottom XP rune or the XP rune on their side is going to be free to be picked up. Box is bottom again.
They have not stopped moving around the map. I mean, they have teleportation, but just the utilization of these twin gates too. And forcing the Grimstroke to go over mid to refill this bottle, it's not been fun. Zai gonna lose.
No one is in the bottom lane. Yeah, they just spreading them out so much because Zai has Vanguard, which means that Sven can kill him. Queen of Pain is level 6. Does not have a point in ulti yet, saving a point for now. Boxy will get that Wisdom rune.
Phantom's Embrace, Inkswell. Maybe they get the kill here over mid. Scream used, Inkswell pops, Sonic Wave. That's a kill on Anisha, desperately needed. But if they lose more than just Panda on this retaliation, it would be bad. They don't lose anything so far. The back end of a God's Strength from Pakaz coming over mid. And he gets the kill on a Boxy too. Big kills to stabilize the game for EG, just a touch. I mean, the lanes had just dissolved for them, and they're lucky. Pakaz is there as he was farming the jungle with God's Strength.
A very important kills for EG. They definitely needed that. The lanes were bleeding way too much. Zai, complete free farm in this bottom lane. How many stacks do they have? 2 stacks. Insania already in the triangle, trying to make some more for Zai so that he can pick them up. Gonna get that stack going. On the other side, there's some stacks being made right now by Matthew.
Inkswell trying to stay out of it. They've got that Shadow Strike on Anisha. Box coming over. Screams. Sprout. Sprouting himself. Putting himself in an odd spot. But the power shot comes in. They get the kill to C-Smile. They look over at Matthew. Whisper trying to Sunray down this Wind Ranger. Doesn't get it. The Shadow Strike might take him out. But they've got the Magic Missile to get the kill on a Whisper. They look over at Matthew. 4 heroes set on the side of Evil Geniuses just like that.
Ooh, Nisha surviving as well, toggling, using the Magic Wand, that extra regeneration from Bracer. Whisper used everything. Like, he threw whatever he could, but he's... like, if they had Supernova there, that fight is completely different. But since they got dumpstered in the lane, he's sitting at 0-4 and 0 at the moment. It does make a lot of difference. So he manages to survive. They get a couple of kills, and Zai, again, off-lane enjoyer, farming for himself. I believe he has mana boots coming, clarity as well, going into Aghanim Scepter next trade after finishing off that Vanguard.
Boxy with the Stormhammer, God Strength pop for this Infernal Blade and a kill there. So Pekaz gets himself onto a killing spree after dying early.
I said I wanted to see some aggression from EG, where they like go inside the enemy triangle and tries to steal some of the stacks with Sven. I don't think it's happening. Like, it sounds like a great idea, but there's also Bristleback available, who's going to be farming those stacks pretty soon.
See Smile, he's got to blink away. They put the Phantom's Embrace on him. They're looking for the Ink Swell, but now trying to blink out of range of the swap. Instead, he'll focus his attention on the Panda. Wave of Terror, the damage with the Magic Missile. Matthew getting low. Stroke of Fate comes in. They land the Shackle Shot. Sonic Wave. Insignia still ticking down, but they'll end up getting the kill on Insignia. Pekaz is dead at the same time, thanks to Boxy coming in and helping out Zai. Isha in too far. Inkswell's there, and he'll end up dead.
Oh, that's a big one.
Zai, Supernova, down he goes. So
that's
two-pronged attack all over the place. Wrath of Nature. Getting these heroes low, but not gone.
Ooh, Matthew picking up Purge Creep. Like, the cast range on it is like very small, but Tumbler's Toy coming in clutch, jumping on top of the Wind Ranger, dispelling her, which did result in a couple of kills. 20 kills in 10 minutes. I don't think you can ask for anything better.
Two kills.
Bloodbath Dota, always fun to watch.
So, I have an idea for blood grenades.
I'm listening.
Do you think blood grenades should restock quicker with each death in the game?
And it's not terrible. I heard worse ideas coming out from you throughout the whole DPC season. We had some bangers, though. You had some bangers for sure, but this is...
That one was TI caliber, I think. I don't know. I think maybe. Might implement that one. Maybe the Frog agrees. 2K lead, though, for Liquid right now. Zai, yeah, he died, but he's working on an axe. He's almost got two components of it already.
And you're not lying this time. He actually does have 900 gold saved up. Ogre Axe. Ooh, this is a big kill.
Yeah, down goes Whisper. He's been trying to find some safety. He's 1 in 5 already in the game.
Insania has 105 damage on Vengeful Spirit. Going into drums next. This double bracer allowed him, and look at this cool play. Going through the twin gates from the bottom, and
he got the stun on the Boxy, who was TPing up on the cliff. So everybody's gonna come over. Blink, just trying to get the vision. Who's gonna get it? Sprouting, but trying to be a tree up on a cliff like that, but he'll end up dead. Wrath of Nature not doing any damage, really.
C-Smile has 2,000 gold saved up, thinking about what he wants to buy, whether he needs like some kind of Orchid or it's just gonna be, you know, casual Kaya for now. Maybe Witchblade, it's also an option. You're playing against Wind Ranger, so you want to have that True Strike.
Is under attack.
I want to say I don't see that item as much anymore. The Witchblade.
Buying Blitz Knuckles for now? Okay, it's gonna be Witchblade in the end. He bought Blitz Knuckles, thinking about maybe he wants to turn that into Orchid, then send his courier back. Smoke from EG. This is a big kill. Matthew got the Doom off.
Yeah, so they're looking to land the Sinkswell, but just out of range. Stroke of Fates, Smile coming over. They've got the Phantom's Embrace. That was a silence with the Doom throwing it back on. And there's the Sun Ray. They got him, but here's a turnaround. The Shackle's going to connect on the C-Smile, but they've got the silence. So now he's starting to run. Link away for the fight. Supernova in the middle. This is really nice. Nisha's going to end up dead. Zai trying to get the kill here with the help of Insignia. They'll blow up the egg, but they've got the Sonic away from the low ground. Zai on the run. He'll get a Viscous Nasal Goo on a Panda, sewing him up and trying to get him with that Quill Spray, and will finish him off with the help of Insania. Matthew also falls. It's a 3 for 2 so far. Blink, TP attempt, Wave of Terror. Insania can't get the Magic Missile.
No swap, no Magic Missile. Just got the glimpse of it. They survive. I mean, we've seen the power of their lineup. This is also without Pakaz joining. He's farming on the other side, has Blink Dagger being delivered to him, but some big damage coming out from Whisper. As we see, he managed to get those Spirit Vested charges. Fire Spirits are maxed out, 2 points in Sun Ray. They still killed Supernova, but he got the job done. Also needs a little bit of recovery.
Going Midas.
Going for Hand of Midas, yeah.
He's not that close to it. 1,600 gold. I was thinking what I wanted to say. He's got half the components. Almost there. Zai, meanwhile, 200 gold away from the axe. So that's going to be a big upgrade.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And look at Insania where he's at net worth-wise.
It's illegal. He has almost the same amount of farm as Nisha.
Oh, Whisper. He's under this ward. Tumbler's Toy, Magic Missile, another kill and a Whisper. There's nothing he can do. The supports are so farmed on the side of Liquid, keeping up with the cores on EG.
Level 10 on Vengeful Spirit, same level as Windranger. Got that cast range talent on level 10 and going for Aghanim Scepter. I feel like Boxy, yeah, they're actually doing it. I see Boxy buying some of the sentries, placing observer wards. They want to have Insania to scale, where you can use this, swap aggressively, save a Doom target, die, and then respawn with that Aghanim Scepter. Because when you get these smaller items on Vengeful Spirit, you're gonna farm a lot. You're also very good at fighting, because they can't burst you down. He's sitting at 1400 HP right now, 7 armor, has drums, has Tumbler's Toy.
Matthew. We saw him do this with a tree and trying to farm out as far as he could, but now Boxy's here with Insania, Magic Missile, the minus armor coming in as they've got a Solar Crest on Boxy. And again, it's just easy damage for Liquid.
Grimstroke plus Doom is like very strong support duo if we're talking about like post 30-minute, also if you can execute the combo. But look at the amount of farm that Liquid supports have. Insania, he's in the front lines.
Blink
Here
trying to get
Bristol.
to the top. They've got Zai, who does have this Ag Sonic Wave. Insania only dying for the second time, but they end up losing C Smile for it. Whisper's in pretty deep, but they've got the God Strike for because the damage is out. They get the kill on the Nature's Prophet. Now, Soulbind, but the Quill Spray. Zai ends up taking out Panda. They've got themselves the Soulbind. They have the double Doom. Do they have the damage to get the kills? They'll end up blowing up the egg. Now they land the second shot on him because he's sprouted up and killed off by Nisha. Matthew on the run. Mickey ends up falling to Matthew, as now Nisha at least trying to get the finishing touches to this team wipe. They bought back on Boxy. They'll get the kill to Matthew, and it's so many heroes dying in the fight, but EG are team wiped.
EG executed. Like, this was pretty much the best fight that they had so far. This was Pakaz joining with the Blink Dagger, with his ulti, but the damage coming out from Bristleback, his new shiny Aghanim Scepter. You can see how much damage it deals. And now going into Aghanim Shard, also, like, I like the way, you know, they're going to need some Lotus Orbs, they're going to need some Lincoln Spheres on side of Liquid. One of the reasons why Nisha is going for it is, you know, you're playing against Doom, you're playing against Sven, they're going to cause you a lot of issues, and just like Doom early on has a Blink Dagger with this Purge ability, so your win run is not going to go off.
So taking a look at the fight again, Pakaz.
Look at the damage now from Bristle.
But it's so much damage from Bristleback. They end up, at the end of the day, like, they do get this kill. But Zai is already doing so much. They do have Pakaz, though, top of the net worth. Like, he is their saving grace right now. Doom,
they're going to take another fight
as well.
Once Doom is up in 50 seconds, I can see EG having BKB on Sven and be ready to go. Maybe even threaten Roshan, smoke into this top area. But speaking of Roshan, Team Liquid, they're not going to let it go. They understand that EG have a really strong timing, so they're going to go in, use all of this minus armor from Solar Crest, from Viscous Goo, and Vengeful Spirit to get it. And look at that. Insania, almost Ags, as you like to call it. 2 components already done.
They're going to give that up. Wave of Terror, Shackle connects, Matthew dead, Zai credit with another.
Oof, Dota Plus, 83% already for Team Liquid.
By the way, Insania 8-2 and 12, 20 of the 25 kills here for Liquid. Despite the fact that it's a bloodbath, again, 6Ks, maybe not as high as you thought it would be. EG
But
after the
like,
laning phase kind of
I think the like
clawing back.
because it's well distributed
Yeah.
amongst everyone. Look at the cores, look at the supports on EG. Sven, he has like the highest net worth. Queen of Pains in the middle, 2 supports in the bottom,
Missile
and
and a
they're
quick
gonna
kill
die
on the
again.
Panda. Whisper, though, in deep. They've got the Doom. They're trying to get a kill here onto Zai, but he's got the Aegis. Have they lined up the Supernova correctly? Oh, it's just a touch early, and here comes the turnaround. Round of 8 toast. The Shackle connects to the
big
Sprout behind him
combo.
from Boxy. They get the kill on Matthew. They were only able to take 1 life out of the hands of this Bristle, and Liquid take advantage again.
I mean, you can still see damage coming out from EG as soon as Sven jumps in. And they want to get him. He just showed bottom, so Team Liquid, they want to run at them. Nisha, new shiny, Lincoln
Boxy.
Sphere.
Whisper standing in the Sprout.
He's going to be dead for a really
Power
long time
shot.
now.
Get the kill on
70
Boxy, though.
seconds.
Yeah.
Bought back in the previous fight.
So moving it up to 8,000 net worth. Pakaz still getting involved in these fights, not
Radiant's bottom
dying in that
tower is
last
under
one,
attack.
and he's going into the Silver Edge. So they really want to make sure that Zai eventually isn't just allowed to be here in these fights and output so much damage. But even with one hero checked off the mark from Liquid, if they're able to get the Silver Edge and everything, there's still a lot going for them on this Dire team. It ain't that easy with just getting rid of the Bristle.
Shard, Aghanim Scepter, Bristle with Bloodstone. They need to focus him down. Like he needs to die immediately, otherwise they're gonna have massive issue. But Mickey, he's been farming. He's like very close to Bristleback, very close to Sven. Going into Blink Dagger, Lincoln Sphere next, finishing off his BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This Viscous Nasal Goo is just vicious.
Yeah. I called it vicious for a good 10 years.
It's a long time. But I mean, you look at it with the combined power of Hairball and everything, it really is vicious. It could be thick, it could be viscous, but it is vicious as well. And they're going to use this movement.
How do you take this fight? They're going to take their Tormentor XP rune as well, available in 20 seconds.
Dire's turret has been killed.
Bristleback can pretty much solo it.
Yeah.
7 goose stacks. Who's gonna get it? Insania, of course, because why not? So now you have extra magic missile. It's not like it got slightly nerfed because it's 75% of magic missiles. Current cast range, but you also have that level 10
trying to
talent.
go for, but they've got Sea Smile in. Stormhammer's going to land onto the Wind Ranger. Icarus dive.
Oh, he got stunned.
They've got the stun. Whisper, though. Sunray. Spirit Vessel on him. Supernova Sonic Wave all coming through with the Sunray from Whisper to get the kill on Anisha. Now they pop the BKB. They've got the Inkswell. They'll get the kill on Insania. They'll take it a second. They'll blink forward, trying to get the CK, who pops the BKB in time. TP's out and away from EG.
Radiant's mid
Not a
tower
bad fight
is
for
under
EG.
attack.
They managed to pick up the XP rune on C-Smile. He blinks in aggressively. And there was also Whisper, so ready to take that fight, dives in, gets the Supernova, because they have really good heroes to protect the egg with. We were talking about Sven jumping in with the Stormhammer, the pushback from Sonic Wave.
They got another Tormentor as well, by the way. Shard for Mickey. That one's kind of annoying. Upgrade to that Chaos
Dire's
Bolt.
middle tower is under attack.
More illusions. Also, you can farm the creep wave, use Chaos Bolt on a creep, and then go back if necessary, if you don't feel comfortable.
Right.
As we see what Mickey is doing right now.
He's looking Lincoln's later. Survive Matthew's Doom, which has shown to be putting complications in there for the side of Liquid. Lotus next for Zai. His courier's dead, though, at the moment, so he's going to get that farm and eventually get there. And we were talking about the Silver Edge from Pakaz earlier, and not too far away from that.
Level 18. At level 3 ulti in God Strength, it's massive damage. Like, these heroes are still gonna die. Everybody on side of Liquid building pretty much same items. Blink, BKB, Lincoln Sphere. We're gonna see what Bristle decides to go for. The Lotus Orb that we talked about, very important against Sven, Grimstroke, ulti, Doom, Queen of Pain, like removing all of these stuff, the overtime damage from Shadow, Strike from Witchblade, like even Phoenix, Spirit Vessel could cause a lot of issues.
Smoke was used, and they finally get it on the floor of these heroes. Whisper, meanwhile, he's off away from the fight, trying to catch up. Maybe they're able to get something going here if they can find Zai, who just activated the bristleback. Just missed them like ships in the night. Well, instead, go back into the jungle and continue to farm. They didn't quite have everything there, but Liquid doing a good job with their sixth sense to avoid it. And from here, Liquid, they smoke themselves. They're going to try and make something happen on their own.
Both teams feel super strong about taking the fight. Whoever gets like first initiation, if they can maybe take out this Doom, take out Grimstroke before anything can happen.
EG
See Smile, he has regen.
Looking for a swap.
Has that haste rune as well. Bit of a status resistance as well from newly purchased Kaya Sanj.
Look at Insania. Not afraid to aggressively swap, looking for someone. He's got the Ags now, so they want something. They look at C-Smile again. He's just on the cusp. So maybe top lane might be it. They are pinging away at Kaz, who shows himself in the lane. Kaz being greedy, farming these camps, and he's going to be spotted, but no, he doesn't get it spotted at the end of the day. He feels it.
So
He's out as well.
Nisha pinged it out. That was like 2 seconds too late. If they get that kill, that would also potentially secure them Roshan.
Yeah.
Roshan's going to be
Big point
on Dire's side. Nisha going through the gates. He still wants to use this invis, try to get a kill. There is Deep Observer Ward scouting Matthew, who's farming underneath the tier 2 tower right now.
They're all nearby for the side of EG. They're showing Pakaz in the lane. And they smoke up. Again, another smoke coming in from EG. C-Smile going to be left unsmoked over mid. He's going into the Ags. Wrath of Nature gets used. And now they set up, I believe, Panda trying to get the smoke on C-Smile. They need to try and find something, but the vision isn't exactly there showing them everything. They've got a middle of the lane ward up top. Maybe they can get their hands on a Zai. They find him. They go to the God Strength. They've got the damage. They'll get the kill. This is smoke well worth. Because with the God Strength, will continue to farm up this top lane, and they ping out Roche immediately. It's 14 seconds away.
Big timing for EG. They like this ward that you mentioned, caught a glimpse of Bristleback coming through, going for farm, and then Roshan's gonna respawn in a couple of seconds. Let's see if Panda goes back in.
Bottom lane,
inside the Roche pit.
Doomed. That's commitment from Matthew, but they need to stop the TP.
Yeah, just TP out. Doom doesn't mute anymore, so you can use your items.
It's not as cool as it used to be.
It was way too cool.
He's going
It's
into
also
good sparing. Top, Panda.
Surprised that Panda didn't just go inside the Roche pit and check when Roshan's gonna respawn, because they killed a big target. Like, this is the best target you can kill. Take out damage coming out from Bristleback, and now Liquid will contest. By contest, I mean they might be able to kill it. Double damage.
On
In bottom for Pakaz, level 20. So Warcry armor, that's gonna provide him a lot of armor against Bristleback, against the right-click damage from CK, even Windranger. But it seems like Liquid, they want to go inside the Roche pit and kill it immediately.
They're in on it. Nobody here, though, for EG. There's this ward that sees Matthew. And this is going to be second Roche for Team Liquid. They're also going to get their hands on Cheese. They were able to take away the Aegis from the hands of this Bristleback before, and then work with that afterwards for EG, but this time around, we'll see if it's as easy. They do have the double damage still bottled up for a little while, but again, they're under the vision of this ward that Boxy placed, and they're coming over on the side of Liquid. They've got the Wave of Terror. They'll have the swap. Matthew looking dead on his screen already.
Good stuff from Insania, canceling the Blink Dagger, but yeah, vision has been key, not just for Liquid, but also for EG. Every single time they got a pick off, it was because of the vision that they placed. He's gonna find a neutral item, tier 2, tier 3 token. Let's see what he's gonna pick up. Titan Sliver on Zai. Zai will need to be very quick with this Lotus Orb when they feel like there's like he needs to precast it. Ooh, that's big.
You've gone green.
Just
They're
the
not done.
movements are
Insania
so
has
fast.
another swap available in a couple of seconds. Drums as well.
Kaz, that Silver Edge is going to run out. Double damage has half the duration on it. They're still looking for another one here, and Zai activating that Bristleback has the Lotus on himself. That means there's no Stormhammer to be thrown on him, but Picasso's gonna farm right where they got Matthew picked off. They have the vision there, so they have the information of where this Sven's at.
Double damage is gonna run out. Yeah, it's being pinged out that they just placed vision. This Observer Ward,
Doing so
sneaky
much.
one from Boxy, provided them vision. Let's see, Matthew's not gonna find it. It's out of range. Oh, they see him again.
They want to go. They've got Boxy TPing in already. Curse of the Old Growth sprouting him up. The control is there. Focus fire and putting Matthew back in the grave that he crawled out of.
Matthew just pinged the high ground. He's like, there's a ward somewhere. I placed down sentry but couldn't find it.
These Boxy wards just doing so much for Team Liquid. The vision around the map is pretty good for them in great farming locations that EG have been utilizing. So it's now a 10,000 net worth lead. We haven't really seen a 5-on-5 fight. It's just been pickoffs for Liquid all over the map. While that's been going on, because he's farming, it's going into the MKB. He's got the Silver Edge we talked about, but I don't know if it's going to be enough anymore. The deficit's becoming too much.
He still packs a punch. Like, Sven is almost at his peak at the moment. You can purchase a shard. I think that's a big upgrade. Like, we've seen some of the Svens, like even in the TI qualifiers, especially level up, they love to pick up this shard on Sven early on just to be able to play around the team. Most of the damage on side of Liquid is physical. All three cores, like even a Vengeful Spirit with this Aghanim Scepter. I don't think we've seen Insania dying, to be honest, while he had Aghanim Scepter. Usually what you want to do once you pick it up is just run at people. They've been running at people. The problem is he's way too tanky and he's not dying.
The shard that we saw from level up to Hawk was always early from him too. He was never afraid to purchase that shard, knowing that if you're sitting atop of the net worth, the odds of you getting it from the Tormentor are pretty slim to none. Midas for the Doom. He's going into the BKB. He's got 3,000 gold going his way, and now Picaz queuing up Nullifier, queuing up MKB. He's trying to figure out what he wants.
Sold Mask of Madness, bought Assault Curia, so that's going to be some extra armor for the team.
He's on high ground.
Minute and 20 left of that Aegis.
Oh, they've got Insania with the Wave of Terror. Now they've got Zai going in with the Hairball. Use these drums, Rod of Atos. That's the control from Boxy needed to try and get a kill, and they will on a Matthew.
Boxy has been setting things up for Team Liquid in both of these games, especially in the second game. They're still not done. Zai on top of the high ground with the Lotus Orb on him. Picaz needs to find the right angle. He might go for the backstab.
Structures are fortified.
Needs to find his moment. He does have that shard queued up now, what we were talking about. So they back away. They know there's not a lot of time left on this Aegis. Still 38 seconds, though. Maybe could have stayed for a little bit longer. Just don't want to give anything up for free.
Team Liquid is out farming them right now. Boxy, he TPs on a different side of the map, uses Wrath of Nature. Uses this Sprout to get the farm, Treants stacking the camps as well with it. So doing pretty much everything that he can. And of course, EG slightly too afraid to leave. They might go for a smoke once they push out the waves because they want to use this Sven, because Sven is super strong right now. Silver Edge, we haven't seen Bristleback being broken yet, I believe. There's also another Tormentor available. Zai's going to take care of the business.
Not as cool as the 5 Courier Dazzle Tormentor take.
Still very cool.
But yeah, cool nonetheless. That's my favorite way to take Tormentor now.
Box is like, yeah, I'm helping. So Nisha gets it, and on the other side, C-Smile gets one. So we'll have that Blink Silence, and also Gale Force. Not as strong as it was when, you know, it was global ability, but it's still very good, keeping them in place, set up for a Shackle, and also for potential Bristleback. Just those Quill Sprays, keeping them in place, so CK can deal damage as well. Got that level 20 talent, Quill Spray damage, so that's going to be pretty massive. Sven did pick up the shard, understands that he needs to buy all of the items that he can right now. No point to save for buyback. Sven, not that type of a hero, because he's relying on his ulti to deal as much damage as possible. Let's see if they can find someone else. Again, providing vision. This is going to catch Picaz bottom.
Nisha with this Ags. Just gets the
He's
invis
Blink
with
Dagger's
it.
getting
There it
canceled.
is. Yeah, they go. They land that shackle.
Beautiful
No
execution.
buyback.
Swap into Hex from Boxy, into Shackle.
Whoa.
And whew, we talked about like no buyback, but if he's outside of the base, this game is pretty similar to the game number 1 where they didn't have buyback available and the game just ended pretty much. Let's see how much damage they can deal in 70 seconds. No Treant Protector on EG this time, so all damage that they deal is not going to be healed.
Can clean up this creep wave pretty quickly, but backdoor not activated just yet. They're a little bit hesitant, not knowing whether or not Sven's got that buyback, but taking the tier 3 and no buyback yet, it's giving them that little bit of a hint that, hey, maybe he just doesn't have it. We can go for it and commit. The backdoor finally kicks in.
They can still go through the backdoor protection and kill it.
They've got creeps coming over. That'll be gone in just a second, and there it is. So it's at least one set of racks here for the side of Liquid. Extending that net worth lead to 21,000, and still another 30 seconds. They got themselves a swap and a Hex
combo.
It's so smooth, it's so clean, it's so fluid. Liquid just make it look so easy sometimes.
This might be the game. Like Pakaz, 20 seconds. These are long 20 seconds. And again, they caught Whisper. 4 seconds
stun. He's just trying to get back into it as well.
Oh, he snipes him.
Oh my gosh, gets him with the power shot. Mickey with the tip.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
And that's it. They're playing against Mega Creeps. No Queen of Pain. Whisper does have buyback available. Pakaz needs to deal some heavy damage right now. They have one chance. If they miss this chance, they're going to be starting in lower bracket.
Not looking good. Whisper's got buyback, holding it for now. The tier 4 is low. And now, again, just having Nisha using that focus fire, cleaning up these towers, leaving the throne exposed. They've got the swap into the Hex. And now the Reality Rift, they go to the Soul Mine. Is it going to be enough with Pakaz coming in with a BKB? Does he have the damage? He will. He takes out Zai. He takes out Insania, who looks over at the illusion of Insania that he left behind.
Throne is exposed.
Swap once more onto the Grimstroke. They're focusing the throne for the moment. Panda's going to fall. He's got buyback. Pops back into the fight. Nick working on these smaller buildings while Zai's got himself the Lotus Orb. He popped back and came back into the base immediately. C-Smile getting low. Focus fire once again. Supernova's going to be used here by Whisper. They look over at Mickey. They've got the BKB. They're chasing the CK back. Pakaz with the Silver Edge. Maybe he can go after Zai. He breaks him. He just popped back, but they've got the control. They have the Sprout. Nisha with the BKB as well as the Gale Force pushing these heroes on the side of EG back. Icarus dive all the way over, but he doesn't have a Supernova to work with. They've got the Reality Rift. They've got the stun onto Pakaz. They've got the control onto the Sven. They've leashed him up with the Sprout. They'll get the kill onto the Sven as well. It's 90 seconds without their carry. Zai back to full health. C-Smile and the rest of EG trying to stop this from going down. They'll call GG, and Liquid will take the 2-0 over this Evil Genius side with ease.
Very clean execution coming out from Team Liquid in this second game. Like the combos that they executed, swap into Hex 2 times, is what kind of opened up the map. And also these deep observer wards from Boxy, from Insania, mostly coming out from Boxy. Just the overall perfect execution from every single member of the team.
Yeah, so Team Liquid, even with the Wind Ranger, take the 2-0, and we'll go to a big Wind Ranger enjoyer. We'll throw it over to Slacks. Take it away.